Hi everybody, right, we've got one of Dad's miscellaneous spud buckets here. I haven't got a clue what type of spuds they are. Been in since the very beginning of April. So they're a bit dry, we're just going to see if there's anything in them. If you're wondering what they are, I pulled some of the winter onions, but I'll show you that later. There's a few. They must be kestrel.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Where'd you get the seed potatoes from?
Can't remember, son, to be honest. I think we just...
Brilliant, I don't even know what they are. Well, that, I believe, looks like kestrel, but they're not all like that, so... Were these shop bought? Remember?
I think so.
Right. So there you go. Anybody who says you can't plant shop bought potatoes, I'm pretty sure there's your proof that you can. That's what I'm there. I'm not loving this, you've done far too well for my liking. Must have been kestrel, eh?
Yeah. All that compost can go into bed underneath.
Oh.
Little marble. Well, it's not a great deal, but there's
There's
a few. Enough for an odd man.
I bet there's about £3 there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have said to me before, don't plant the ones from that you buy in a supermarket. They're sustainable to disease, they're this, they're that, the other, they won't grow. Well, I think that's just proving you wrong. I was quite dismissive of these buckets because Dad had no clue what he'd planted, what he'd fertilised them with or anything. He just kind of left them, and I'm quite pleased. Right, I think you've done there, so we'll weigh them at home and I'll update you all. Right, I couldn't resist. I just watched Dad's reveal, so I'm going to do one of mine. These are kestrel, and I planted them on the 30th of April, and there's 2 seed potatoes. Now they're not looking too brilliant. They've not quite been 100 days, and I don't think they're flowered, but see how well prepared I am. Not even got any secateurs or anything. So I'm going to tip these out. Dad's were shop bought potatoes, which turned out to be kestrel, even though when he planted them, he had none of the violet eyes or anything like that. These are actually proper shop bought seed potatoes, so let's see how I did. In a similar sort of size bucket actually, it feels quite bulky. Now, these have also got the holes, they've been on the soil with the soil burrowed round, and no great arty-farty fertiliser, just blood, fish and bone. So here goes. Empty. Whee! Whoa! I win. I think I've beaten you, Dad. Whoa!
Oh, nice one, son.
Word,
yeah, well
man.
done, son.
Hey. Well, I'll tell you what, for such a tiny little bucket, brilliant. These haven't even had 100 days yet. There you go. I think I might have beaten your weight, you know. Not that it's a competition or anything. So,
Push all that soil through, then throw that sieve into underneath.
Just put my finger in the seed potato. Snail. This was our little genius idea of filling a bed, tip them out onto a grill, an old fire guard type thing, sift for your potatoes, and the spent compost falls onto the bed underneath. So, there you go. 2 seed potatoes, not even quite 100 days. Some lovely kestrels. In fact, if I was into it, I mean, look at them. Beautiful potatoes. See why they show them, they're just... And apparently these, you can take them as a second early, which I pretty much have, or a main crop. But, I mean, they're kind of main crop size really, and they've not even had long enough to... Well, I think second dry
weather as well, so.
Had a lot of dry weather too, but... So there you go. And that's all for now. Right everybody, these are the potatoes that my dad harvested. Got an empty little pot, set to pounds on the scales, so let's see where he's at with them. Right. Bang on, £2 2 ounces. Well, it's a bit less than what I guessed, but good result. Well, these are the potatoes from my bucket, and I'm going to see what they weigh. As before, empty bucket, scale set to 0. Here goes. £4 15 ounces. Not bad really, to say they never flowered and a lot of dry weather. Hi everybody, well you all remember my pea structure that nothing could penetrate. Well, it's harvest time. Got some strawberries, some blackcurrants, and now just picking the peas. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday the 26th of July. I haven't done a video for quite some time. Been off the radar, so to speak. Had a fair few work commitments and things. But I've still been battling on in the background, so I'll just show you all what's happening. We're in the old greenhouse. Show you first of all, we've got one of the burpless cucumbers. We moved it across here. Got some string to train it along. And we've got a very obscure looking cucumber there, but a lot of flowers. So that's good. Tomatoes. This one is the Heritage, which is the big beefsteak ones, and it's got quite a few. Look at the state of that, it's like a mutant. Feed me, Seymour. I've just nipped it off because they're such big fruit. I wanted all the energy going into them. Then we've got the Black Russian, none are ready yet. Sorry, no, that's Sun Gold, Black Russian, and Black Opal. They're looking a little discoloured, which I think was all that freakishly hot weather we had. But I've been feeding them, and they've perked right up. Peppers. We've got the Salika and the California Wonder. Where are we? We do have fruit set somewhere. You can see them all. There's quite a few on that one. What's that? Bit of slug damage. These were shop bought. I ended up cheating with these because the peppers I did from seed. Dare I say it, in all the horrible weather we had, in terms of how cold it was. Didn't really come to much. Scotch bonnet chili. Again, slug damage, but a lot of flowers on it. Little shakiras, not really coming to much. Grapevines, absolutely gone berserk, which is quite comical because we thought it was dead. Here we are in the new greenhouse. This is the other burpless cucumber plant, doing much better because of the size of that bad boy. And there's another one coming there. And we're sort of trailing it along in here. Now we've got some sweet fennel. My wife and I like fennel bulbs, so we bought this. Any advice on this? Do we grow it indoors, outdoors? Is this the type that bulbs? How should it be planted? We don't have a clue. We love using it for soups and things because it's so expensive. If I can figure out how to use that and how to grow it, that'd be brilliant. Those two moneymaker that I planted are doing very, very well. We've got flowers coming and a few fruit. These are the gardener's delight. They look they look worse than they are. Again, it's just, I mean, as you see, we've got, fruit on them. It was so hot. I think they just got, I came up here a few times, it was about 60 degrees in here, so we had to have the doors open all the time. It's just ridiculous. So, anyway, I'll have a look outside. It's a courgette plant I planted for a friend of mine. Him and his missus eat a lot of courgettes, and it's like producing now. I'm going to uncover it very soon. You might remember the abstract failure with the French beans. Well, what French beans were left, I dug them out, put them in pots. You might be wondering what these are after the last video, but they are organic and wildlife friendly slug pellets. Because, yeah, although the beer traps were good, I don't think it'd work putting one in each individual pot. So, and just while we're here, I'll show you these are the peas. I've been harvesting peas. Some mulberry brambles, strawberries, blackcurrants. There's the potatoes from the reveal at the beginning of the video, and obviously the peas as I've shown as well. Right, I'll move on. Some beetroot that we lifted a lot of the winter onions. There's some of them there just drying out. And one in particular was, that's how big it got. That's bigger than my fist. So all was not lost on them. So put some beetroot in place of them. Another few tomatoes. Strawberries. What's left of the winter onions there. Oh, it's like an obstacle course. The steering onions. They're bulbing up really, really, really well actually. Again, they need weeding, but they do take a fair bit of keeping on top of. But yeah, they're doing well. We're contending with bindweed and all various things, but it'll be good to see how they come on. Red Baron, again, apologise for the weeds. Not doing too badly. Banana shallots, falling over a little bit, but they are bulbing. Quite, I'm willing for them to do, oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to zoom in too much here. I'm willing for them to do better than the normal onions really, I prefer those. Excuse the weeds, a bit of beetroot and some clumps of spring onions. Another little courgette plant. Now, I can't take you in the brassica tunnel because we can't actually walk in anymore, so I'll just try and show you through the net. A bit weedy up this end, but there we have perpetual spinach. Next to that, red delicious sprouts. Evesham sprouts up here. And there, actually it'd be better if I go up this end. Because, down here we have the golden acre cabbage, and as you'll see, they're hearting up. We managed to, I absolutely covered the soil when I was able to with the coffee grounds, and then we've kept the slugs at bay. And these are all the red cabbage. And then on the far side there, we've got two purple sprouting broccoli and 4 cauliflower. So things are absolutely flying in there. Like, I would love to go in, but don't really think it's possible. And also, just takes one butterfly to get in there. Some Webb's Wonderful Lettuce. Dad got these planted out. They're doing well. Netted, of course. Garlic. Now, it's absolutely just been annihilated by rust. It's just covered, absolutely just all over it. But I've left it all, and the shop bought stuff just died a death. But I've left it. I mean, it'll only be a matter of weeks, and I'll probably be pulling it up anyway. So why disturb it now? I'm sure it'll be fine. What was the French bean bed is now mini pop sweet corn. They're not actually supposed to, well, they don't have to be planted in a block, but we have anyway. So we've done what we did with the strawberries. We put some weed suppressant down to allow them to establish without being strangled by bindweed and goodness knows what else. Strawberry bed, we added an extra layer to this, so it's higher now. Had quite a good harvest off this. A couple of Dad's spud buckets. And this area is where the row of rocket were. There's going to be some leeks going in here. Charlottes. They're next to all be dug up. And then Maris Piper here. Now, just in comparison, look at them and then look at the Sarpo. Such a darker, richer green colour. Really, really, really pleased. The spuds in buckets, very dry actually. Had very little rain and a lot of hot weather. But we've supported them as best we can. But yeah, we uncovered the peas, as you've just seen from that basket. We had some really good pickings from them. So if you're doing some peas, I really recommend the. There's one I missed there. I really recommend the weed suppressant idea, because last year they were just shadowed by weeds. So give it a go. But we are going to make this structure a bit higher and see if they'll carry on growing now that they're uncovered. We've got the strimmer out and we started clearing the wilderness. So yeah, I can actually walk among this area. I think it's kind of affected the rhubarb a little bit. It's not looking healthy. But maybe a bit of sunlight and some rain. Just been shielded from everything, really. And the parsnips. Well, remember this little experiment as to whether they were going to work. Well, look at the foliage on them. Dad weeded them. Finally now he knows what's a parsnip and what's not, because they're very distinctive. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing how these turn out. There's not many. I'm not a big lover of parsnips, they're just for Dad really. But if it works, and they're nice big long things, then I'll grow a lot more next year. So that is about all for now. Hopefully soon I'll get this wilderness finished. And yeah, just show you some of the brambles. Look at them. Absolutely loads. But, right, so that's about all for now. So it's goodbye from me, it's goodbye from him. If you like the video, guys, please subscribe. Leave us your comments. I'll try reply as best I can. Much love. Bye for now.